Words appear. LG Challenge 2025. Challenge 4. April. Harlow. Name strap appears. Hannah Gill, Senior Regional Advisor, Local Government Association.
Today we're here in Harlow Council. It's a fantastic area. It's actually one of the new towns built post-war, and it's quite famous for being a sculpture town, which just demonstrates what a vibrant area this is. The theme for this challenge is around procurement. How can we take something that might seem process-driven and really use it to invigorate change and transformation in the council?
Name strap appears. James Gardner, Managing Director, Harlow Council.
In Harlow, we're extremely ambitious, so we set this challenge really to help inform us of how we can take a step forward with our procurement, both meeting the challenges laid down by the new legislation, but also within our corporate plan of delivering more at greater quality, greater value, and at greater speed.
Name strap appears. Amy, Team Ascend Captain, Senior Policy and Insights Officer, Basildon Borough Council.
Harlow Council has asked us to look at their procurement processes, especially with local businesses and residents in mind. The output that the Council has asked for today is some training material alongside a presentation and a report.
Name strap appears. Angelo, Team Visionaries Captain, Commissioning Officer, London Borough of Tower Hamlets.
Procurement is one step of commissioning, which I work in. What I found interesting so far is the differences when it comes to the commissioning process from here in Harlow compared to Tower Hamlets where I work, and I can see ways where they can kind of meet in the middle.
Name strap appears. Aoife, Team Visionaries, Regeneration and Place Programme Officer, Warwickshire County Council.
We've just come from a meeting with officers from across the council working in different areas. We had a really good chat about how the procurement process impacts them and some ideas on how it could be more streamlined and made more accessible and how to make that easier to understand and easier to work through.
Name strap appears. Adil, Team Ascend, Registration and Nationality Services Manager and Proper Officer, Surrey County Council.
It was really interesting to have conversations around the different teams and their perception of procurement. We've also learned through this session that the leader and the executive of the council have a really strong vision of the future.
The task is...
Name strap appears. Helen, Team Visionaries, Insight Manager, Telford and Wrekin Council.
Really interesting that they're trying to get people more engaged in procurement because it's an area that I don't work in, and so I probably have the view that they're trying to challenge, which is that procurement is bureaucratic. I think it's...
Name strap appears. Jess, Team Ascend, Cohesive Communities Manager, London Borough of Havering.
Challenging the part we're up to now, which is how to weave in some of the other elements that they wanted, including involving local businesses and also how we ensure that Harlow are getting the best impact from their procurement for the residents.
It's just after 10 p.m. and honestly it was an incredible day. I don't think procurement was anything that any of us expected to be challenged with. Being in Harlow, another local Essex council to me, has honed in my skill about what it means to work for a new town and the similarities which we all share.
Today was a very eventful day. I really enjoyed working with my team. We challenged each other, and in the end, we still found time to have a laugh and try to enjoy this process that we're in. There's only one winner, but at the end of the day, we still make long-lasting bonds and friendships. Bring it on.
Name strap appears. Virginia Ponton, Advisor, Leadership, Local Government Association.
It's day 2, and after initially grappling with this technical challenge, the teams have now settled into their ideas and do seem to feel confident in what they've developed. This morning, they'll be going on a short trip to discover Harlow at the Harvey Shopping Centre.
Name strap appears. Michael Barrett, Advisor, Leadership, Local Government Association.
Whilst this is quite a technical challenge, the output is actually quite creative. So the teams do have a lot of scope to play around with their ideas. And we think there's going to be some interactive elements to both presentations, which we're really looking forward to. The deadline is looming, so they'll be preparing their presentations and their paperwork for the 12:30 deadline.
Name strap appears. Harriet, Team Visionaries, Lawyer, Education and SEN, Liverpool City Council.
We've just come back from a meeting with an external solicitor at Discover Harlow to discuss how the new Procurement Act will impact the council's processes around procurement and the shift in focus towards looking at contracting local contractors, the flexibilities that councils now have to involve and embed the social value aspect of their procurement processes.
Name strap appears. Rebecca, Team Ascend, Business Change Analyst, North Yorkshire Council.
Within the team today, I've been working more on reviewing the report and starting to get the slides ready for the presentation. I've only worked with procurement in a very narrow lens to do with systems for specific projects. So it's been really interesting actually understanding the breadth and considerations across entire organisations for procurement and the complexity and unsung heroes that they are.
Namestrapper peers: Showham, Team Ascend, Senior Audit and Fraud Analyst, Fareham Borough Council.
We have just done the tech test. Our slides look great on these big screens. Everything works really well. We've tried to be a bit innovative in our presentation. We've got some AI channeling the voices of the people of Harlow, both the staff and residents, bringing their voice to the presentation. Let the judging panel from a procurement point of view exactly what they require and how the council can facilitate that.
Namestrapper peers: Mike, Team Visionaries, Senior Transformation Programme Manager, London Borough of Waltham Forest.
I think we're doing okay. We had a bit of a rethink late yesterday, but we've been able to use all of the good work in a really conducive way, and I think we've produced a really solid final product. We decided that we should be thinking at a more strategic level than operational level. We'll see whether we're right.
Our idea is to redesign the procurement process in Harlow Council as per the requirements of the Procurement Act 2023. To do so, we'll have a new gold standard called the Heart of Harlow, which means that decisions are made much quicker, they're fast-tracked, and we're also looking to utilize AI, move away from papers and emails into a fully digital service, which means that everyone is in the same place and then we can move things faster.
Our report and our presentation focuses on a cultural shift for procurement at Harlow. We are focusing on 4 Ds: define, design, deliver, and discover, so that the whole process of procurement can be encompassed and that all officers have a responsibility of the life cycle of procurement. We're focusing on social value and making sure that small to medium enterprises are also involved in the process.
Namestrapper peers: Councillor Dan Swords, Leader, Harlow Council.
Team Ascend won today. They absolutely smashed it out of the park. It's a really tough challenge. We were after real innovation and not just sort of a how can we do things better, but how can you rip this problem apart and really come up with something that's going to change our approach to it, and that's exactly what Team Ascend did. We have some brilliant ideas from both teams to now implement.
A massive congratulations to Amy's team. They worked really hard and well deserved. Amy and I caught up today and our own different time. We went to sleep around 2 in the morning, so there was that element of really wanting to succeed.
I think the best moment in this entire challenge is being told in the feedback that our report could be given to a consultant and they could run with it from day one.
Words appear. Follow the story. URL appears: local.gov.uk/LG Challenge. Local Government Association logo appears. URL appears: www.local.gov.uk.